Yes, I am wearing a Christmas sweater in May. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in for another YouTube video. I wanted to say first of all, thank you for letting me skip a week for visiting my mom for Mother's Day. It was a really nice weekend and I'm ready to get back to a video. As some of you may know, I've had a lot of big changes in my life recently. I got a dog recently. I basically have a baby and he is very good, but he's also a lot to handle. Here, let me show you him. Come here. What are you chewing on now? Here's the baby. I actually just stopped him from going to the bathroom on the carpet as he was mid-squat. Oh, you're sleepy. As he was mid-squat, I picked him up and put him up on a towel, which was probably my most accomplished moment of this week. Can I have a kiss? He looks very uncomfortable. So for this week's video, I asked on the Facebook page what you guys wanted to see, and it was overwhelmingly the wreath builder. And last time I did the wreath builder, I wasn't very satisfied with the card I did because I kind of struggle with it a little bit. But this time I have a really cute card, and it's very simple and very fun, and it's a little tedious to do, but I decided that I have to do this because I have to make it difficult for myself. You guys know that. So without further ado, let's get into the card. Okay, so here are the products that we are going to be using today. This back here is a piece of grass green cardstock that I have cut into a square that is a 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then on top there is some black layering and then the white piece of cardstock that we'll be doing the wreath builder with. And I cut it to be 3 by 3 1/4 so it will fit the smaller wreath builder. So these stamps, this one is a little leaf pattern. It's from the Stuck On You stamp set, and this is a giant hello that we will be embossing from Anemone Wishes. They are new stamp sets that are out right now. And then here is a Versamark and my bag of dust, aka cornstarch, to keep the embossing powder from sticking onto the project. Then I have fine detail black embossing powder to do the embossing with, and obviously thermoweb tape. And today I will be using Peach Bellini Gina K inks and the grass green Gina K ink to match the card. And then I will be using these two Copic markers. This color is Light Tea Rose, it's R12, and this is Willow, which is G24. And then we'll be using some crystalline drops to finish off the card. So we're going to start with just doing the wreath builder, so I will get to that now. Okay, so I've started with the wreath builder, and I made a little dot right here at the center. I had to do some measuring to find the middle, but I wanted to make sure I knew where the middle was so I can make the spiral from there out. We're going to be starting with our little leaf stamp here, and I'm going to be just putting it right above the little dot to make sure that they don't overlap in the middle, but they also follow the same pattern. I'm going to close this and use my grass green ink. Mishi has been chewing on all my stamp supplies, which has been infuriating to me, but he has sharp little needle teeth. I'd rather him sink his teeth surprisingly into that other than my ankles, which he's doing the other percent of the time. See how the dot causes it to line up very nicely? It lets you know where you're going, so you don't just have to make things up as you go along, like everything else I do in this industry. So we're going to keep it in the same spot, except we're going to wipe it off and use the Peach Bellini. It's okay if it overlaps, I kind of want that effect. Okay, so that's the design we have so far, and now I'm going to once again clean my stamp. My tidy towel has seen better days. I definitely will be needing a new one soon. So the next thing we want to do is we're going to go back to the green, and I know it takes more work to alternate the colors one at a time, but hi, I'm Rina. I like to do things difficult. Okay, and now we're going to line up. I want the base of the leaves down here to touch these two leaves on top. So I found that gives the most pleasing of an appearance. Okay, so you see how that looks? They're like touching, and I'm going to repeat that for all of these now. The amount of times I've just watched myself do stupid stuff on camera and done nothing about it is flabbergasting. I just stamped this in Peach Bellini, so I had to stamp the green over it. So if this one looks a little more swollen than the other ones, just ignore it. I am not turning back at this point. We're going to color them so it won't look that different, hopefully. And because I wasn't set enough on giving myself carpal tunnel before, I am going to also extend this one more leaf out. So I think I am going to put it about here, because I really want to make sure my wrist feels the fury of coloring. Ow, 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 Mishi, ow, ow, ow. Oh my gosh, he just bit my ankle so hard. Come on, I bought you all these toys and all you want to do is bite me. Tip for anyone looking into getting a puppy: do not buy toys. Just get a bag of trash, an old sock, and any limb that you don't care about, and that will suffice for teething mechanisms, because that's all Mishi has been interested in lately. Now, I know this looks a little like something you might send to your oncologist, but when you color it, it does look a little bit more like a flower pattern, so we are going to do that now. Okay, so for best results, I used the fine tip of a Copic marker, and I colored the peach color first because I wanted to make it look like it was underneath the green, so let's do that now. This is going to take a while, so bear with me. Oh yeah, Mishi, bite on my big toe while I'm trying to draw. That's what I like. Seen some comments about how I hold my pencil or pen or writing utensil, and yes, I agree. It's weird and it's wrong and it hurts, but I can't change it at this point. Okay, so that's what we have so far, and I am going to now color with this green. This green really matches the grass green, so I'm just going to color these in real quick and further destroy my hand. Okay, I think my hand is going to be feeling this for a while. Okay, so that is the finished image colored in. As you can see, it looks a lot more like a flower now, and it looks a lot pretty. See, you can barely tell which one is the swollen one. Can you point it out? Can you? Can you? It's this one. It's this one. I see it. I'll never unsee it. So now what we're going to do is move on to embossing and stamping the hello on the card. There's a hair. That's a Mishi hair. That's not a Rina hair. That's a Mishi hair. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is dust this up. Wouldn't want any unwanted embossing powder to stick on this beautiful design. And now we are going to ink up our stamp. And caution, if you use this stamp, it does slide a little bit with the Versamark, so get into a nice standing position. And I like to line the middle L up with the center because that is the center of the word. Okay, can you see it? Nope, neither can I. And we are just going to just put a gentle amount of embossing powder on there and then tap. There we go. See how pretty that looks? Okay. Now I'm gonna deal with this before I start embossing. still haven't recovered from the glitter from last video's card. There's still glitter everywhere in my life. And yes, it is still in my eyes. I feel it every time I blink. Incredibly painful. So now we are going to emboss this. I have my embossing gun here. And I recently learned that this is not effective. My mom did not approve of that on the Facebook Live, so I will use her technique where you just hold it. Ow, my hands are burning. This isn't, I don't like this method. Hang on. Let me get my stick tool involved. This is what we paid for. Okay. So there is our embossed image, and the paper got a little warped, so we might have to use a little bit more thermoweb tape than normal, but that's okay. Okay, so now we are going to put this on our black layering cardstock. And I'm going to put it all around the edges because it did get a little warped from the embossing. So I want it to stick down. How did a hair come out of? Do you see that? How did a hair come out of my thermoweb tape? I don't understand this. Comment below if you have problems with hair. I can't be the only one. We are going to place it in the center of this. That doesn't look right. I think I just picked it up and put it down in the exact same spot, but that's what that looks like so far. And now we are going to finish it up by putting it on our card, and we don't have to use as much tape this time. I'm just going to use a little bit more because I don't want it to be that warped. And then we are going to place in the center. Beautiful. Okay, and now, just to finish it up, we are going to use my favorite crystalline drops, and I'm just going to get creative with this. I'm going to put one here, put a fat one right there, little one, then a fat one, and then, oh, me, she's sleeping on my Misty. Okay. And that is, believe it or not, the finished card. I can't believe how fast this took already. It's so nice when you don't overload yourself with things to do on a card. It's nice and relaxing. Well guys, that is the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this card. I like how cute it is. It's like, it's just like a little, it's just cute. It's a nice little happy hello. So for my last video, the giveaway was the stamp set I used in last week's video, or last week's video, which was the donut set called We Go Together. And the winners of this week's giveaway are these people. So if you see your name here, make sure that you send an email to info@GinaKDesigns saying that I won the Rina K giveaway, and we will send out your stamp set as soon as possible. I'm trying to think of a question for this week's video. I never have a question ready. I always get to the video and I'm just like, never know what to think. Leave me a comment down below telling me what are your favorite coloring utensils. I don't know if I've done this before. I think I've done techniques, but I haven't specifically asked what are your favorite coloring utensils. Mine personally, I'm really liking the Copics, but I gotta stick with Gamsol and colored pencils because it's just more control. So if you want to win next week's giveaway, which is a $25 gift certificate to Gina K Designs products, leave me a comment down below telling me what your favorite utensils are to color with, and you could possibly win. Thank you for watching this video. I'll give you a kiss even though you don't want to give me one. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe and join our Facebook page, which is Gina K Designs and Stamp TV Friends. And you can get updates on my videos every week and what we're doing as a community. So thanks again. Say bye. Okay, bye.